Freedom. The thumbs of freedom. They've accidentally come on the screen right off the bat. And I've got all sorts going on.
You guys look at your sample stuff.
Yeah, I don't even know. Well, we've been doing a lot of fiddling anyway. Welcome back to the Captain's Vlog. Little live stream, Friday night action. We've called this one Namazoku Nights on the title. Because, why not? So yeah, it's been a couple of weeks since we did a proper live stream, because I was ill for about 10 days and then I was away for a weekend and life happened and work's stupid busy. So in honesty, I don't have a great deal planned for this episode, but we're going to fire through a couple of bits and pieces and see where we end up. If anyone comes along and joins us, lobs some questions in, we'll answer them and all that sort of stuff. Been busy in the Discord actually this last couple of weeks. We've had a few people, a few new people join the Discord server, and there's been quite a lot of chit chat going on regarding subframes, brakes, and various bits and pieces. So if you're seeing this after the event and you're after some K-swap information, 6th gen EJ, EK specific, we're starting to assemble quite a few very useful guys with a lot of knowledge between them. So feel free to go in the description and click the invite link and come and join us and say hello. We've got people in America and all sorts coming in. So it's all gravy. So I reckon firstly we'll have a little dip into the old price watch, because this is one of my favourite things to do. I used to always do this on a Friday night anyway. Just sat here on my own. I'd sit and just go through it. So I thought, why not share the wealth? So that's just pinged up in that window, which is not where I wanted it. I wanted it in I've fucking got too many screens on the go. I've got 3 screens here. There we go. Now this is I've not seen this one. This is new to eBay. So usual thing, pictures first, say what you see. I see 2 shades of silver. I see a modified number plate hanger. It's on coilovers or lowering springs of some description. So it's pretending to look unmodified whilst it's been fiddled with. Oh yeah, big bore exhaust, Jap sized plate on the back. Anyone recognise where that is? I'm not sure where that is. It's a castle. Looks clean though, doesn't it?
Got one of your bendy angle front plate bracket things on.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Oh, so in the chat we've got Alex, Luke and Terry Tibbs.
Oh, he talked to me.
Talk to me, Terry Tibbs. Yeah, talk to me about the car. It's standard-ish. Well, hello, mileage. I can know it's clean under there. Dang, 59,000 mile.
Quintessential red rocker cover.
Looks like somebody's bought it, started to be a bit of a project car, and has just not bothered to go full.
And then,
Sort of quit halfway through.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through. They've done a number plate surround. It's got the old flappy dabber on the front.
Non-committal.
Yeah, the old angle jobby. Painted the rocker cover, changed the oil cap, a few bits and pieces. So let's have a look at the reading. But 3,000 quid, boys. So what we've got here, 100% rust free, no filler or weld, not even surface rust arches. Seals and jacket points completely solid. So he's got that right out of the way early. Well looked after, new bumpers and wings. Keep the car looking fresh, but I thought it was mint. Oh no, he didn't say mint, did he? He just said rust free. They're plastic, so they can't rust. Extensive history. Now, the Renza 45 springs, 650 mile old. Yeah, so breakthrough exhaust. Alright, so it's weird because having done a couple of these now, seeing a silver Bogo standard looking EJ for $3,000 doesn't shock me as much as it used to. Isn't that weird? Would you boys pay $3,000 for that?
No.
Probably not.
People do.
is that what EJ9 is? The 1.4 engine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all the chassis numbers are tied to the engine and interior trim package.
So you got an EM1 there in front of you?
That's EM1. No, it's not, because it's an LS. EM1 was VTI. I think. That's just an LS. So it's a 1.6 single cam VTEC.
Freshly washed it for the fixtures.
That's it, mate. Get that extra lacquer looking finish on there with
Left
the
it wet. All the crap between the spokes that never comes off.
Yeah.
Drives me mad that people take pictures of them whilst they're still wet. Like, who do you think you're kidding?
Yeah. Bright sunny day, soaking wet car.
Yeah. It's hard really to tell in the pictures because
Could have cleaned the
512
plastic
for the,
matting a bit more.
now the difference with these coupes, you see, these are made in America. And as such, I imagine some of the materials are sourced from a different part of the world or different suppliers, because the seats in the coupes never fare as well as the seats in the hatches, which were made, all the hatches were made in Suzuka. It's an auto as well. Again, clean and tidy for the most part. If it's going to be a project, 99% of that shit's going to get binned anyway. What's the mileage on it? 117,000. Honest mileage. Late 2000 model. Completely original. Apparently there's no MOT as it needs a tyre. Alright. Hard to know. Potentially rusty on that. But there you go. So straight off the bat, we've got two there that are in the thousands. Well into thousands. Oh, good luck with that one. Oh, yeah. Four-door of some description. What's an estate? MB. Yeah, it's an MB. Spot them Rover door cards a mile off there. Oh, look, she's pretty tidy. X-plate. It's a late one. Fucking rust in the panel there, look. See where the overlap is? You boys see my mouse or no?
Yeah.
or, like bubbling.
Both sides.
Starting to rust up in there. That's bad news. That's
So
it.
that-
Free
That means
photos.
the
Is that
seals
high
have
as
gone.
well?
Oh,
And how can you sell a car with free photos, mate? Wants $2,000 for that. Ah, dealer. Well,
Looks like that
we might
bumper's
have.
been sprayed. The rear bumper.
Yeah.
That was.
Oh, there aren't even any extra pictures in the dealer lot. Like normally, you get extra photos.
Yeah, down in the description.
Blindley Heath. Where's that? Sounds like
Been seen it
Midlands.
before.
well, it said M Cars Surrey, so I'm
Oh,
imagining
sorry.
it's
Got to be south. Shit advert, mate. Tells you absolutely nothing. New 1 year MOT, low mileage, just been serviced. That's it.
62,000 miles.
Lingfield, RH7. Yeah, sorry. Gatwick way. So yeah, bit slim pickings really. Although we're coming in towards Christmas, aren't we? So I can't expect thousands of people to be jumping on trying to sell their cars. But those were just the ones that I saw that sort of popped up this week. There are others on there, but a lot of them we've already seen, so it's pointless going back through them.
Yeah.
But what I wanted to do, I'm just going to shove this off screen 1 second, and see if I can find what I was looking for, because I watched a few from our last little round of the price watch. I wanted to see where they finished. Yeah, this one was brilliant. I love this one. The original listing. There we go. Oh, where you gone? You bugger. Oh, there we go. Right, so this car, do you remember this one from the other week, boys? This is the EK4.
Help.
Oh my god, that bumper had a bit of a.
The bumper was fucked. Every panel was fucked. The rear quarters were
Jesus, look at the
well
rust.
past saving. Like this requires a couple of grand to $3,000 ish in a body shop just to get it straight. You know, and that's with a dirt cheap paint job, if you can even get it done for that money. Like, I think you'd be lucky. But does anybody want to try and guess what this car sold for?
2K. that is.
2-2.
I'm going 2.6.
Seats fucked. 150,000 miles on the clock. Engine bay's rotten.
Glad you said miles at the end of that.
Why is that?
Oh, he
I
thought
thought
he was
he was
going
going
to
to say 150,000 quid.
No, 150,000 miles on the mileage, yeah. I went back then to make sure that it wasn't in kilometres. But no, it's a UK car, EK4, so B16A2. That car sold for 2,500 quid.
Oh my god.
And
50 quid off.
the only reason I can think that it actually got that is purely because it's on an EK4 chassis, which has got intrinsic value over and above an EJ9, fan blades, which people like, and it's got the full B16 swap in there ready to go. So if someone's going to K-swap this car and they're going to do bodywork, it could still be a worthwhile project because...
The wheels that remind me of like a wide Cyclone.
Yeah, so you
VTI fan blades, aren't they?
That's it. So that's factory spec, that car, full factory spec. But see, you sell the wheels and you sell the B16 swap. You've already got your money for your K swap and all of the bits to do a physical K conversion, and then you just got to do bodywork. And what you ended up with is a really nice EK4 chassis, which is always going to have a bit more value in it. Which is it's a bit of a fanboy thing because I don't get why an EK4, when it's been completely modified from standard and completely fucked with and completely changed from what it came as, I don't see that the chassis number makes any fucking difference between an EK4 and an EJ9, you know, or an EK3 or whatever. I don't see how it makes any freaking difference. I really don't, but apparently it does. So there you go. That's the that's Price Watch for this week. There's not really anything else worth looking at. So
That 9 grand FN2 looks alright.
what are you looking at? This one here, Type R 240
Next to
horse.
that, Jordan.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, man. It's got some stancy boy angle on the back. How's he got that much
It's not
camber on an
the
FN?
back. What's that?
Jeez.
Because they're shit. You have to do shims. Fucking hell, he's gone to town on this bad boy. Jeez.
Oh, is that 9K
I
FN2?
can't breathe
Yeah.
that well with the filter facing that way in the wall.
It's a heat soaker.
Yeah, they
Mine
don't.
was similar.
He really has gone to town. He's gone everywhere on it, hasn't he? Jesus, look at
Even
it.
the front.
So what's
Panel
done to
there.
that for it to get 240 horsepower? Because,
What's done for it to be worth 9 grand?
well, nothing,
Cams and
if
that.
you ask me.
Cams, map, exhaust. All I saw.
The seat's not looking too clever. I noticed he hasn't photographed the key bolster,
Yeah.
though FN2 seats are pretty good. He's got some rotors on it. He's got a lip kit on it. It's got a Fugan wing, Fugan side skirts. It's
What
got
about the
carbon bonnet.
Yeah.
I mean, there is some money gone in it, but
Look, it's got a bit of toe in on the rear because this back end, the back.
probably
I
because
was looking at the.
factory will probably have a little bit of toe in anyway on the factory geometry.
Mm.
But
And a
also,
bit of toe out on the front looks like.
it's got a
that just
JCal
looks
sticker
familiar?
on it, so I wonder if this might have some spicy goodness in it. Let's check it. Right. RRC inlet, HKS induction, BC coilovers, FD2 balance shaft delete. Okay, that's good. NGK sparks, good. Timer chain, good. Mugen. Is it genuine Mugen spoiler? It doesn't say it's a copy. Maxton front splitter, rotor grid drift. PS4 tyres. Hey up. Rear camber shims and fast road setup by Motion Motorsport. Hang on, let me check that rear camber again.
That's about 1.5, 2. That's
And
lovely.
some.
And the fronts look upright.
So to
but
give
they
you
look
to
like
give you an
toe out.
example, my car is running 2.4 degrees on the rear. And if you look at how much camber mine runs in the picture, here, that's 2.4 degrees negative camber
Mm.
in that image.
What image are we looking at?
My desktop. Oh, on the stream. So yeah, my car runs 2.4 degrees negative rear camber, and this picture that we're looking at there looks more like 4, if you ask me.
That's nuts, isn't it?
Rear's definitely cambered in more than the front.
Mm.
Outstanding. Right, so where's the rest of the bits to get him to that power?
Fast road setup with it looking like that.
No, it can't be, can it?
Jesse!
Fast road, yeah, into a bush with that much freaking camber and no rear grip.
ECU Tech remat to 238.7 by Jesse Halford.
Yeah, that's Jake Howell, the big cars.
okay.
Oh, okay. Force
Fucking done well with that bloody that air intake.
HKS ones sound good and they look nice in the engine bay, but they're not very good.
Well, they're not bad either if he's making 238.
Why the hell has it had a new timing chain and tensioner at 57k?
It's just something people do, mate, when they want to spend money on the car and have it perfectly fresh. That's what we do. I'm not convinced it's a £9,000 car.
It's got a higher rev limit because that I'm sure you
Where
guys
is it?
are only
What's
going
it
to
say?
8.4.
No,
Yeah, he can go to 8. He can go to that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I could go to that. It's just Dyno Days have a policy of not putting them past 8.6
yeah.
for their own self-preservation as a business. They, you know,
Mine was originally 8.6, and just for the sake of it, I took it down to 8.5.
yeah. I mean, you know, you can
With
easily
a
do that.
shorter rebound as well.
I don't think the valve train's particularly safe much after 7.
8.7.
Yeah, 8.7,
I
8.8.
was gonna say what?
8.7. Yeah, 8.7. Yeah. No, I mean,
Unfortunately, he's not
What-
very happy after
what's-
7,000 RPM.
what is a
so-
factory? What's an OEM super clean, low mileage FN2 running at 5.5?
Probably 5.
Depends on
5.5.
year mainly, but just like a
Get a
stock.
blue one, you know.
I appreciate that this chap's probably spent more than that on the car quite easily.
A blue's probably Champ White money as well now.
Yeah, I'm just
So
not
sort of
convinced.
six and a half, 7, maybe a little bit more.
I wish the guy the
Maybe.
best. I hope he gets there. I mean, because that's a powerful car for a K20 and an FN2. You don't see many FN2s knocking that power, do you?
The main difference between having a blue one and a Champ White is all Champ Whites have a diff. Only some blue ones will. So
That's
that'll
true.
be the main thing that sets them apart in price.
Yeah. Now
But
there is some bits and
Grand
pieces.
car, we've added on the extra $3,000 current car tax onto that. With
Yeah, I mean there is that. It's a hard one. It's worth what someone's willing to pay for it. And to be fair, if somebody's got a vision in their head of having a red FN2 with the Mugen bits on, with a carbon bonnet and all of this, and they don't have much mechanical knowledge, or they're just not into fucking wrenching on driveways or getting their hands dirty, none of that shit, that's probably a bit of a bargain in the grand scheme of things, because everything's
seen
done.
A really good Roadtrex one at about 10.5.
Oh, that'd be a no-brainer, wouldn't it?
Got a lot more money sunk into it probably as well.
You'd make 1,500 quid a pair somehow, if that was the case. So there you go. So that was Price Watch. We embellished a little bit. We went into the FN2s off that little suggested. Why have we not got no suggested for this one? Yeah, see, look, 4.5, 5. I said, fucking hell, EP3. Skip that. 3,850.
Highly
Oh,
modified
how about
FN2 or a stock high mile FD2 for a bit more money.
FD2 all day.
Yeah.
FD2 is the holy grail for me. If I could afford one,
In a dog of an FD2 then.
yeah, but I don't care. I'd fix it.
Because they're like 10k plus, aren't they? Like fucking 12,
they were
13K.
9 grand. That was about the lowest they got was 19 grand. But they were still.
Is
pretty
there
decent.
even any for sale on eBay right
Yeah,
now?
there will be. Normally is.
Place your bets now.
Oh, fucking hell. 18 grand, pair of them.
Yeah,
matching pair.
Shot up recently.
Both grade 4s. Nuts.
What does the grading mean?
Mate, that's gone up. Oh, mate. I had the opportunity to buy an RSP cylinder head last summer for about 270 quid. And I nearly did. And I didn't because I was like, oh, I'm going to get my one remachined and all the rest of it. Now look, 425 quid.
All depends on the seller. That is probably asking a bit much.
That's Honda Addicts is in Wales, isn't he? It looks clean though. Unknown if it's been cleaned. Or whether it was pulled straight off the car like that, but that does look pretty clean. When you remember what mine looked like, Brock, mine looked like a fucking shit fight compared to that, didn't it?
Well, yours looked like an EP. It'd come out of an EP3.
It had.
Exactly. Shagged.
It had come out of an EP3. Yeah, and it was shagged and all.
Shagged and rag rotten.
Luke,
I
you need to
don't know
chime
if
in there,
you-
mate. It was.
I don't know if you caught in. What on that previous thing? What did that grade thing mean?
Basically, they have an auction sheet when they go in Japan. They go through an auction check They go through a pre-auction check, and it's like if you've ever had a used car appraisal done at a car dealership doing a part exchange. It's a very similar thing.
When you review your meal,
and basically, the higher the
give you a meal.
grade, the more money the car should go for. It's an indicator of its overall condition.
I thought that was just more like purely because like of import and the checks that they do for
Oh, here we go. Loads of pictures.
different.
What's the
country
highest grade you
legislation.
can get then? Or
Five.
do you not know?
5.
Oh, is it a 5? Oh, blimey. Okay, so it's pretty good then.
most people
Yeah.
don't touch anything that's really much below a 4.
Yeah, you see them
3.
coming up. Well, people won't generally, if they're importing to sell, you won't see many coming in lower than a grade 4 because there's not a lot of point. You're just going to get fucking bullshit and hassle.
Yeah.
I mean, you could probably go in yourself on a Japanese auction from the UK.
Get a fucking grade 2
Probably-
or 3 or
Probably get a
whatever.
grade 2 and it turn up just a little bit ropey and only need a few
Yeah.
quid spending on it. You could be absolutely quids in.
I think in Japan, like their expectations of quality are probably better than what we are used to here. In
Probably
used
a
the
grade
sauce.
2 and it's like, mate, it's mint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think just as a nation, they're probably just a little bit more honest than what we are.
Yeah.
Well, you see that in
This thing is clean as a fucking
Just
whistle,
when you
though.
talk to Americans, oh, it's rusty as hell. Yeah, it's just a little bit of
A bit surface.
yeah, a bit of like a surface like that is.
Yeah. Depends on
is
the
thinking
American, though.
about going it, but then, you know, you say the same thing to someone from over here.
I've got that
and they'll
very
be
same
getting rid of it.
that very same pump, Justin.
Steering pump.
That blue pump tire inflator.
Oh, yeah. Well, straight out the boot of your old Accord.
Yeah, same.
Well, there was something else to go along with your
These are
this-
beautiful, man.
this section.
These
of
are
the
so
stream.
nice.
Like instead of looking at Honda, like what would you maybe another car?
I missed the start of that question, Luke. Carry on.
Like so with car watching, you're obviously basing it around Honda. Was
Yeah.
there any, if you was to be car watching for say for another
I wouldn't know what I'm looking at.
manufacturer,
Being honest, I wouldn't
Giddy
know,
boy.
I wouldn't know what I'm looking at, like
Well,
values wise,
yeah.
because I don't spend time looking at other stuff. I'm just such a little fanboy. I only tend to look at Honda stuff. That's the honest
because
truth.
if you remember back, it was a couple of weeks ago now when I was saying if you wasn't to have gone down the Honda route, what would you have gone for instead
Skid
of?
boy.
I don't even
it
know
is
what my
more of
answer
that.
was at the time. Was it? I can't remember what my
Because I
answer
think
was.
because originally because I think pre to that we was going through your car history.
Yeah,
And I came to then the question of, instead of going down the Honda route, which other way would you have gone?
Oof.
I don't know if we can expand that to.
I think it depends what day of the week you fucking ask me. Completely honest, like I love MX-5s. I love hairdressers so much. I married one, and I love their cars.
Maybe you should buy her a hairdresser's car.
Nah, I don't know. If I got an MX-5, it would need to have a turbo and a forged block, and it would need to be able to do 6 skids. Simple. Wouldn't fucking
That
take a
means-
barra, mate. A barra would fold the fucker in half.
Or you could get a barrow and put all the fucking bits in it and just put it straight in the skip.
That's where it'd go, in the bin. So if I want to upgrade myself to an FD2, I need to find about 8-9 grand probably on top of mine.
Minimum.
You won't lose any money either way. You won't be losing.
No, probably not long term.
If an FD2 has suddenly shot up 5 grand in the last 2 years, a year to 2 years, it ain't coming back down.
No.
It's at that time now where the FN2 is not really going to lose any more money than the rock bottom ones that are already at. It's always going to be at least a 2.5 grand car. It's going to start creeping.
EP3s, they plateaued around about the 2 mark, didn't they?
Yeah.
Apart from the absolute shitters.
Your rotten baggy ones, 1,500 quid. You
Yeah.
could. But now them rotten baggy ones are 2.5 grand.
Yeah, sadly.
So that's why they do. That's where Stance came from. We couldn't find replacement parts, but this actually looks alright.
So we just broke it.
So it's just gonna break it purposely, and call that a scene.
An FD2 is the best naturally aspirated hatchback
Is that you, Alex?
ever produced,
How fucking clean they are underneath.
and
How
it
skinny
will
that exhaust is as well. So
it
funny.
will always appreciate. It will not go down in value. That will be
No.
worth more than EK9s and DC2s.
I think eventually it will, for sure, because it's just a far superior vehicle in every way.
Exactly. It's more superior. It was the fastest one, and it was also the
most
last one.
And the most
last
powerful
one.
NA.
Yeah.
Oh, KB's on. It's the best Type R. 100% agree. Hang on, well, let's try out my new little function. Does it work?
Well, I don't know if I
There we
fully
go.
agree with. I don't know if I'd fully agree with it's the best Type R, because you could argue that to death with the
It's
FK8.
subjective. We need to preface that then with best NA powered Type R.
Oh, so
It's
new
the
age,
best naturally
power.
aspirated one by far. Unless you start talking NSXR, but then you're just talking different realms.
They're not hatchbacks, are they?
No.
Well, technically they are, but the engine's in the wrong end.
Yeah.
We're
No, it
talking.
doesn't.
We're talking shopping trolley Type R's. You know, the standard grocery getters that were made a little bit spicy. And FD2 for me is the daddy, 100%. I remember the first time I even fucking knew about the car was probably Gran Turismo. And yeeting that thing around on my little Logitech G25, it's fucking sick. Oh, this guy's gone over the top on anti-rust pictures. Like, look how clean my chassis is, bro.
All the hot areas for it.
If you're serious about spending 16, 18 grand, you would be requesting these photos.
Yeah.
So, you know, he's
But
just
these
going,
aren't the ones that really do the selling, are they? These are very, very important. Don't get me wrong, they're right up there. But I want to see the sexy side of the car, not the grotty
well,
bit
that's
underneath.
the mechanics. That's the bit that does it.
It's where
Hey,
the,
look at that
where the
tunnel.
party. This is where the action happens.
He's
Look
paid
at
a
that
couple
tunnel,
of quid's
that's
worth
Oh,
of
mate, I've
these.
seen some rust.
He's paid a couple of quid's worth.
I've
of
seen
these
some
features.
rust.
Yeah.
Do one, you clubber.
pictures.
Oof. It's a bold statement from the Bradish.
Doesn't know what he's on about, mate. He bought an FN2, didn't he? He bought the wrong car.
Oh, shots fired.
Don't worry, I did it first, and I spent the most on it.
Holy fuck, mate. I'm still scrolling. Like, I'm impressed. But this isn't anything
Really
surprising
impressed,
or new for a grade 4 import of this age. Well, I wouldn't expect anything like There we go. Now we're into the good stuff. Come on.
This is why I was asking so much, because of the fees he took to get all these pictures in on his eBay listing.
Yeah, it's costing 50 quid to list it.
He's filled a 125 gig friggin' SD card, mate. He's trying to get his money back. Yeah, they're just so fucking cool. Like, they do everything. They look sick. They go fast. They handle brilliantly. They're practical.
If you put a set of coilovers on them, you can actually soften them up. Because they are that stiff from factory. They are that rigid.
Factory shocks.
Oh, she's black inside as well.
Ooh. Black
Even better.
interior.
The red go button.
What I would like.
I
would
thought
one
they
of
all
the-
had black. I didn't. I think they
No.
had red seats in the FD2.
I believe they did blue as well.
I've seen blue
Black-
ones. I've never seen
black, blue
the
and
full reds though. It is nice. Fully fledged 4-seater.
It's one of them things. They remind me of the Cord Type R in a
Mhm.
way.
Something going on with the rear calipers there. That's a replacement work going on, I think.
Type R and up the.
Or did
single
they only
box.
paint that bit?
Yeah, I think that's paint there.
No, but the carrier's not painted. The caliper is, but the carrier isn't.
Trying to get that two-tone.
That is a fuck
What?
ton of weight as well, dude, on that wheel.
What tyre is it?
That
What
one.
is it? Sportbacks? No.
That's a Digi tyre. Direza, sheer Dunlop.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
they're all
done
matching.
on.
Yeah. Oh, I've got some curb rash on that one.
Oh,
I'd want that replacing on an 18 grand car. I don't know what the sales volume numbers were like on this model. I don't know how many they sold in Japan.
I think it sold quite well.
Because that's always the thing. That's another thing that has a big impact on the price, isn't it? Is how many of them are about. Oh, we're back to the underside again.
I like the wing on them.
Yeah.
You don't see many in black.
You don't tend to see many in any colour but white. Like white is by far the
I've
most.
seen plenty of silver and blue ones.
I like
I've
them in
seen
silver.
They did a limited run, or it was either a limited run or an optional one in the purple. You know, like the Odyssey comes in,
Mm.
you could get a purple one.
Looks like midnight purple bit, doesn't it? Well, there we go. I think that's probably it for the old price watch. We could sit and chew that to death all night. Mug that off. What I have got is I've got a box.
What's in the box?
I have a box in my hallway which I've not yet opened. Probably going to need to
Clear some space.
and make my screen bigger unless I can get another camera on the go. Can I hook up my GoPro?
Is it does it involve more RPMs?
Probably not.
Oh, it should do.
Better RPM usage, let's say.
We was on about RPMs a minute ago. Weren't we? We was talking about fact that
Spins.
valves, mate. Valve train is a thing, isn't it? Oh, I haven't even got a cable for this down here. Oh yes, I have. I'm talking absolute shizen.
Brock commented on Brack Attack photo 2 weeks ago.
No, you've only just seen that.
Yeah, I don't log into it very often.
What did he say? Boshty. You
Looks
scamming
like we
son.
have a bag of cack to remove.
Let's plug that in there. Do GoPros work on his webcams? I'm sure they do, don't they? Can we?
Should do.
Yeah.
I don't know how to
That's
do it,
correct.
so you're gonna have to just bear with us a minute. But if I can get that running, then that's easier. So right, let's plug her in. Oh, I'm gonna have to take it out of this big ass case a minute because I've got it in the big doofer, Alex. Alright, I have to take that off.
Getting a bit warm, mate.
Yeah, it's getting toasted in the old Swolmus jumper.
I'm going to have a look on eBay to see what the price of
Oh.
S60Rs are doing.
Did you see my jumper, Brock?
Ovlovs.
I think you might like it.
Has it got dead people on it? It's about
Might
the only
roll it
type
back a
of-
bit.
Yeah,
Hold
there
on.
you go.
So,
Sexy and I snow it.
Yes, know it.
right, plugged in.
Pretty sweet. Snowman getting the games.
You seen this, Luke?
Oh right, yeah.
Hang on, are we on screen sharing? What are you sharing? My button. Where's my button?
Oh, there's only one S60R on here.
264-mile-an-hour RC plane. What are we watching here? Whoa.
You not fancy my dad's Volvo, Alex? He's thinking about getting rid.
So,
Get on it.
need to turn it on first. Oh, there we go.
I've told him
USB.
he needs to spend money on it.
You have
tidy it all
choices for
up.
this device. So is there a way of... to just come up as a camera, or have I got to do something to it, Alex?
Bottom right, mate. Look, I've never used one, but yeah, it's come up in the bottom right. Look, you have new choices. for
Yeah, I
this
see
design.
that, but I don't know if it's going to allow me to
Quick
Add it.
Google, man.
add it as a camera. Video capture device, new. Call it GoPro.
The Pro Go.
Add source. New poir. Oh, we're gonna have to. Someone Google it. I don't know what I'm doing. Is there a way of doing something? Hang on. USB connected. Right. Gonna have to Google it. It's not ideal on a live, is it? GoPro as webcam. What's that? Live stream with Hero 10. Hottest webcam. Hottest speed. Oh no, that's the wrong one. What have I got? A 9 or
You
an
got a
8?
10.
I
You
don't, even
got a
know
10,
what,
didn't
I don't
you?
even know what model I got. No. Oh, it's an 8.
Hero 8 back.
Instructions. Windows utility download. I have to download a utility first. Oh, for
That's in
fuck's sake.
Pretzer goals, man. That is.
GoPro webcam setup wizard. Alright. Alright.
What do you reckon, Luke?
I should have
Well,
done all
it's
this first. Sorry.
Is
We'll
that a
clip
Pro
this out.
Drive kit on it?
Don't know.
It's like a Pro Drive wing. I like that.
GoPro
they're my
network
favourite.
adapter.
Oh, because it's going to do it through the Wi-Fi.
Would you like to install this device software? I'm just pressing install on everything. I'm not even checking what I'm pressing. Oh, fuck off. You must restart your system for the configuration changes made to GoPro webcam to take effect. I'm in the middle of a stream, mate.
Best thing you can do with Impreza goals, Alex, is forget about them.
Yeah.
It's got a big hole for that radiator.
See if the application crashed. Do you want to send a report? No. I haven't restarted my machine. I was just hoping it would work.
I am a fan, Alex,
Ah,
but at the
bollocks.
same time, I'm not a fan of how much they cost to make them reliable at higher power
Yeah.
levels.
Subarus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to drop some big dollar in them for them to not blow themselves to bits.
You watch this go down a fucking straight.
Look at the Brazzers logo on the back.
If really well looked after and left alone, they can take abuse. They really can.
Oh,
But if you don't look after them, or you modify them wrongly, or ask too much from them, they break very easily.
oh, mate.
Fine-tune machine stock. And just put them balance.
Right, I'm gonna have to do a system restart because I want to test this GoPro shit out. So I'm gonna end the stream now. I'll be back on in 5. Let's just end that.